Hello everybody, welcome back to tutorial number 6 on my palette focus, quint focus of the Bordeaux Bliss, Bordeaux Bliss from the Bijoux Brilliance holiday collection from Pat McGrath. So, I did a look yesterday actually, but because we are getting into that time of the year where it's starting to get darker a lot earlier, that it was so dark that I actually had to scratch it. So I'm going to, I don't know if I want to redo the look I did yesterday or if I want to do something different today because another idea popped into my mind and I might do that last for tutorial number 7. I mean, to be quite honest, 6 tutorials with 5 quints is not bad because from here then you could go into like a one and done, just put that all over the lid and a wing liner with all of them literally. But I have an idea and I want to do this somewhat quickly because I just filmed a video before this for my Utopian Dream palette focus and my skin's a little irritated, but we will prevail and move on. So let me go prep my eyes with the Pro Filter eyeshadow primer from Fenty and we will get into this look. All right, so the eyes are prepped. I kind of want to do something sultry, smoky. But I'm going in with the blush brush first, and I'm going to dip into Mauve Mystique and begin to just blow that out. Oof, it could be a tad bit punchy. And this is definitely, I know a lot of people are saying that this is more, there are some shimmers and it's like a matte with sparkles in it. The Noir I think is more of a black base with some reflex of a certain color. I think it was ruby. So depending on how you use, depending on what brush you use actually to really apply these on, I do think these tend to have some potential. And I do love this color. Like it just has that subtleness of that golden sparkle and sheen. And I do feel like this is definitely more of a sultry, smoky type of palette, in my personal opinion, because it just has that je ne sais quoi of doing that. Now, going in with a flat brush, dipping into Ruby Noir, and adding it here. Because after this, I gotta go to the gym, and hopefully I have enough time when I get back to film a third video before it gets way too dark. Perfect. Awesome. Because we are going to do a bit of a halo. And then obviously right in here, what's that noise? Am I just hearing things? Alright, perfect. On both sides. It's actually been a while since I've done a halo eye. The halo eyes on my eyelid are very hit and miss when it comes to the look. Let's emphasize. Perfect. Going in with hanging on by a Prayer MAC brush, a blending brush, and just begin to blend out the edges a little bit to give it a little smoker scent. And yeah, 6 tutorials. I'm actually quite proud because I thought I was only going to do like just a few, 3 or 4 tops, and then move on. But the thing I love about doing these series is I start off with like minimal expectations, But then the creativity just starts to kick in, and then it's just like, oh, what about this combination? What about that combination? This and that. Like, I didn't see anybody try this combination. So it just always just builds up into a plethora of beautiful ideas. Perfect. And just go back in with a little bit more of that Ruby Noir just to really keep it black. Perfect. Oh, I'm already liking this already. Because now for the center, oh, this is gonna be a toss-up. Debating between Cosmic Garnet and the Naked Sunset. Cosmic Garnet. I feel like these are the reflex that are in the Ruby Noir, so it would definitely blend very well. Whereas the Naked Sunset is just more of that. Naked Sunset it is. Oh, my word. Oh yeah. Naked Sunset it is. I mean, Cosmic Garnet would actually be really nice too, but I just feel like it's just too typical. Ooh. That is gorgeous, glorious, glorious. Because from here, let me actually add more on the flat brush. Oh. And just blend it back and forth more up here. Because I think I will use this as the brow bone as well. Back and forth more towards the crease. There we go. Oh. Oh. And then we will use it as a brow color, brow highlight. Wow, brow color. Just really on highly above the shade that we put down. Oh, this is actually really beautiful. This is real beautiful. Beautiful. So beautiful. Perfect. And just going back in with that Ruby Noir just to really get this outer aspect deeper and darker. Perfect. Let me go ahead and do my lashes and we will see where this look is at so far. This is where we are at with the eye. I am loving it. Very smoky, very sultry. And I think this is such an essential quint. Here in the Netherlands, at Douglas, we actually don't have, I feel like Bordeaux Bliss might actually be an online exclusive to patmcgrath.com, because when we actually got the holiday collection here, as far as the quints, we only had Bronze Ecstasy, Romantic Sunset, Romance Sunset or whatever, and Lunar Nightshade. The Bordeaux Bliss, I'm pretty positive. I don't know in the States if it's Sephora as well, but I think they're trying to make it an online exclusive to patmcgrath.com only, which is smart. But I am glad I got this one. I'm still going back and forth about Bronze Ecstasy because it's a very basic, neutral, more in the cool tone type of quint that I love, but I know I have colors that are pretty similar. But the shade at the end on that one, the very sparkly one, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Chartreuse shade and Mothership 3 and the, oh gosh, what is it? Gigabyte. That one, and also in the, I'm looking at it right now, Bridgerton palette as well. It kind of reminds me of a toned down version of that, more cooler. So I actually just want to buy it just for that. Just to compare, to do a look with it, but I don't need it. I am still eyeing one of their bronzer, blush, highlighter trio sets. I don't need that. But I am eyeing the, was it the Supernova something? Almost a Supernova Supreme. Wow. Okay, Taco Bell. Because I am curious as to what the Nirvana, or is it Super Nirvana something? Curious as to what the Nirvana bronzer looks like compared to Bronze Dawn and Desert Glow. I would love to do a comparison on me of all three bronzer shades on my face with my skin tone, but we shall see. I do not need any more. I think I'm gonna do one more tutorial of this and moving on to Lunar Nightshade. Oh, this is such a beautiful quint. I think it's so essential as a makeup artist or even as a consumer to have such a stapled, classic, smoky type of palette. My all-time favorite is still the Smoky, Naked Smoky from Urban Decay. I do think that is a very essential smoky palette. I think with Pat McGrath, I think her 6-pan subliminal mini Mothership, I think is such a cool tone. Yeah, platinum bronze. Such a beautiful curation of a smoky, cool tone, especially with this deep velvet type of color story and type of look. I do think the subliminal Mothership is also a very good smoky, sultry type of thing. But it always reminds me of these type of color stories remind me of like old school Vogue for some reason, where everything was very cool toned. And cool tones for me are, I don't know, I really, really love cool tone color stories. I'm not a big fan of warm, just because it really doesn't do anything for me, for my complexion or whatever. But I think it's time for the industry to get back into cool tones. True cool tone colors would be really nice. But let me go ahead and do the rest of my face, and you guys will see the final look of this look I'm creating. Now I'm curious of doing this look again, but with the Cosmic Garnet. And look at this shade, Naked Sunset, is so hard to explain. Like, it's something you have to experience in real life to see the color of it, because it, for me, if I could explain it, if I had to explain it to somebody, it's like a plum lilac, but a little bit warm, not so cool, is the best way I could describe this shade, because it is such a beautiful shade that can't be put into a category, really. I mean, yeah, it can, into the mauve and plum stories, but it's just so, yeah, it's hard to explain. See you guys in a moment. This is the final look. I mean, let's turn off the light. Natural lighting with the ring light. Natural lighting with the, let's, whoo, that kind of got bright. There we go. I'll just turn off the light at this point. But the eyes, I mean, oh, look at that shift. Ooh, she's saucy. Bronzer is Desert Glow. Highlighter, try to keep it within the Pat McGrath family. I actually went ahead and combined these two for a highlight. And I went with Nude Venus 2 for the blush. And this combination, I'm not gonna lie, it is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh. Brows are still the Becca Shade and Light thingy. Still using that. And I just went ahead and did the Ruby Noir all the way down here as well and connected it just so it's all... I know a lot of people will do the shimmer down here. I don't want to. Not today. Not for this look. But for the most part, I mean... I just... Sultry, smoky, sassy, Carol Baskins. Yeah! I mean, tutorial number 6, I am digging this look heavily much so. Foundation still the Dior Skin Glow, Forever Skin Glow. Loving this foundation because I do like a little bit of a glow. I need to hurry up and take pictures, but for the most part, this is such a beautiful, saucy, sultry eye look. This quint, I think, is very, very, I'm not going to say fully universal, but it is to an extent. If you are somebody who likes nothing but smoky looks, then yes, I think this quint is essential to have. Travel size friendly. I mean, for the most part, 0.8 grams, and I've been using the Ruby Noir a lot for these looks, and barely really made a dent, to be quite honest, from the top, any of them. But, Cosmic Garnet, on top of, let's say, Sunset, Naked Sunset, like this shade is so hard to explain. Garnet. So if you were to do Sunset Garnet first, I mean Naked Sunset and Rose Garnet on top and mix those two shades. Oh, okay, actually. Oh, that really creates a whole new depth to this quint already. Okay. Maybe there's a few more tutorials I want to do with this quint. But it's layering also with this quint is going to give you a whole different color story, which I'm learning a lot with the Utopian Dream. I just recorded tutorial number 13. And I think I have like 2 more. Look at how much it brings out my eyes. The honey brown. But I'm starting to get back into the whole layering eyeshadows to come up with a different color. And with the Utopian Dream, I learned by putting a certain shade down first and adding the astral shades on top of it. It actually brings out a different hue, hence Utopian Dream. And I think with this one, Bordeaux Bliss, I mean, even in the word itself, it's very elegant. Bordeaux, bougie, and then the whole bliss aspect is like, it's just, this is a very blissful look, I'm not gonna lie. But lips are still Supermodel with Pale Fire Nectar, my favorite lip combination at the moment. Basically for this whole year, I am really, and this, I got this last year. I don't know how many looks I've done with this, and look at where I'm at. These lipstick minis are definitely lasting a while. That is for sure. But let me go and take pictures because I need to go to the gym to come back and record. Dive into Lunar Nightshade next. Like I said, I think I might do, this is 6. Adding those two together, like mixing those two shades, is a whole different ball game. I might record the look I did last time again because it was really nice. It was, oh, it's just, oh god, it's just, I will see you guys next video.